right, so from our happy baby pose, let's bring our knees into our chest. Put your hands on your knees and let's make big circles towards the ceiling as if we are drawing circles on the ceiling, going clockwise. Rather, this is counterclockwise, and we're gonna go clockwise. All right, awesome. Giving ourselves a nice lower back massage. Okay. And from here, we're gonna come to neutral position. Let's bring our hands towards the back of our knees, and let's give ourselves a nice roll, massaging out our spine and coming up into a seated position. And from our seated position, I'm going to come into a tabletop position, coming into neutral. So having your shoulders to hip distance, hands to shoulder distance apart. Wow. Knees to hip distance apart. We're going to tuck our toes underneath and let's push ourselves up into our downward facing dog. So in our down dogs, we're going to send our glutes towards the back of the room. We're going to push our heels towards the ground. So hips up, heels down. Look between your knees. Have your fingers nice and wide. And just really setting your back towards the back of the room. And hold it here. Give your head a nice nod. Yes, I love yoga. Or we can shake. We don't like cloudy days. Alright guys, let's start to walk the dog. Really pressing those heels into the earth. Alright, really massaging those calves. Alright, walking the dog a few times. Awesome. Let's bend your knees. Good. And then push back into downward facing dog. Hold here. Excellent. Let's take our right foot, step it towards the middle of the mat. Left foot towards the middle of the mat. And let's walk our hands back towards our toes. Uttanasana. Standing forward fold. Alright, so we are going to take our hands, either place them on our knees, place them on our shins, and eventually placing them on the ground. If you feel that these poses or these positions I've given you are too challenging, grab a block, grab even a chair and put your hands on them. Okay, so what we want to do is really drop the head, ideally between your knees, and allow the nutrient-rich blood to flow towards your head, hence calming down the nervous system. Good. All right. Inhale, coming into a flat back. Hands are on your knees. You're coming to a flat back, gaze towards the front wall, and then exhale, forward fold again. Good. Drop your head. Look between those knees. Awesome. Feeling the lengthening towards the back of your legs. Take your hands, grab onto the shoulder, and let's ragdoll it out. So we're going to shift from side to side, making a half circle on top of your mat. Good, and let's just all let it go. So you can micro bend your knees so you can take some tension off your legs. Give it a slight micro bend. Drop your head, look towards the back, and this is called ragdoll. We're just going to allow gravity to do its thing, do its job, and allow your back to just let go. Awesome, let everything go. Great, from here, we're going to walk our hands out back to a downward facing dog. One last time. Good. Come down towards your knees. Right, perfect. And now we're going to sit in easy seated pose. Okay, so in Sukhasana. Again, An easy seated pose if you feel that the knees are compromised or your hips are compromised. Take a blanket in the house, pillows would work as well. Anything that allows you to prop your knees up so it takes the strain off your knees and off your hips, okay? All right, guys, let's bring our hands into prayer. We're going to gently bow our eyes, gently rest our eyes. I promise you the next video will be better. I'll get my words straight. We will bow our head and gently rest our eyes. And let's give a moment of silence of gratitude for our practice today. Ending off with our first flow, the pandemic stress relief flow. We're going to give a moment of silence, taking 3 big breaths here on your own. Really being grateful for all that we have and thinking less about the challenges that we're facing, because the world is facing a challenge right now. So let's see the silver lining in what's happening in the world right now in this pandemic, and really just take a moment and be grateful for what we have. Thanking yourself for coming to this practice today and for taking 20 minutes for yourself. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure guiding you through today's practice. My name is Jess, and thank you so much for showing up, and we'll see you next time, guys. Namaste.